Hey everybody, it's Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, and welcome to Let's Talk Some Obscure Easter Horror Films. Since Easter's right around the corner, I decided to go through my collection and pick up four different films that take place during Easter, or Easter related. I just want to do, the named ones, because everyone knows about, Critters Part 2 is a big one. So just, none of that. I picked four obscure ones. Even one's brand new. It just came out last month. So let's do that one first. It only came out to DVD. I think it takes place in Ireland because they have a lot of Irish accents in here. And we're talking about Easter Bunny Massacre. So this one, the cover alone just sucks you in. Just that bunny with a chainsaw, which does not happen. But anyway, so with this one, we have a bunch of high school friends. They're all getting together at a fire. They decide, drink, do some drugs, smoke, get it all out before they go away to college. Especially, they have a lot of things going, a lot of things planned. Well, one of the girls in the group is pretty much blackmailing all of them. And they're just not too fond of it. She's like, I own you all, blah, blah, blah. She's a very, uptight rich bitch. Anyway, one of them dressed up in this weird bunny outfit right there, that bunny mask. So pretty much murders her. When everyone wakes up in the morning, they're all covered in blood. So we all don't know who the killer is. So they all decided to do a pact and, bury her body in the woods. Make it look like she got up and took off somewhere and disappeared. And live their lives. Because they have a lot of things going on for their life. So, yeah, know what that sounds like? I know what you did last summer. Got that same gist of it. So anyway, a year later has passed. They find out one of their friends committed suicide, and they're all invited to a weird Easter gathering with all different kind of weird Easter eggs, weird decapitated little chickens and shit like that, little fuzzy ones, toys, and weird messages, recordings of the girl who supposedly was murdered. So they're all trying to figure out who the murderer is because they know one of them is a killer. And that's individuals going around picking them off one at a time, wearing this actually interesting bunny mask. that didn't bother me at all. This movie is one of those, you're either gonna like it or you're gonna hate it type movie. Me, I've seen a lot worse. So for what is a slasher, it is what it is. That's probably my cat moving some stuff around. So if you see the door just go wide open, it's my cat. It's not being haunted or anything. So take it or leave it. You have this bunny individual. Yep, there she is. So anyway, that's pretty much what happens was, this person's going around picking them off one at a time. Typical slasher. It was okay for what it was. Again, it's hard with the Irish accent, and some of it's very strong. So it's kind of understand the language. But that the story was okay. The core was mediocre, but it did have a high body count, and it had a good twist at the end. So again, if you want something different to watch during Easter, check it out. Next up, this one was from Uncorked Entertainment, and I can't really tell the date on this because there's no date. Burned on demand Blu-ray. We're talking Beaster Day. Now with Beaster Day, pretty much there is a giant rabbit that's going around devouring people in this small town, leaving body parts behind and everything. Well, anyway, the mayor's like, maybe it's just an accident. Maybe there's a killer going around, but we have our celebration happening. Stay what it is. So you have a dog catcher and who was it? There was the wannabe actress. They team up. They find out that this killer is a gigantic, huge Easter bunny. It is huge. It's like the size of like a couple buildings. This thing can hide really well in like the trees and everything. And it goes around and starts attacking people and eating them. Yeah, typical creature feature. This is a very low budget, like Z grade type movie. This is definitely not for everyone. I liked it. You know me, I like my monster movies. Very low budget. You could tell that there was like a dude in like a puppet suit, and it's transposed to show him moving through the ground. So you get all that low budget shit. But for what it was, I was entertained. Maybe once every other Easter I'll pop this in. I won't watch it every Easter time, but I do have a good time with it. So if you like creature features and you like some weird Easter horror, Beaster Day. All right, next up for the obscure Easter films. This one is put out by Dustin Mills. If you know who Dustin Mills is, he does a lot of independent horror films. So this one, we're talking Easter Casket. Easter Casket is bonkers. This movie was fun as hell. A lot of blood, a lot of gore, and a lot of nudity. Female nudity. So in this one, the church decides to do away with Easter pretty much. The Catholic Church says, no, this is like a pagan thing. We don't want this with our religion. So they decide to, cancel it. Well, this pisses off the Easter Bunny, who is actually a puppet. The Easter Bunny is this puppet voiced by Dustin Mills, going around saying, you better start celebrating my shit or I'm going to fucking kill you, pretty much. So pretty much the Easter Bunny, who is pretty much offended if you call him a demon, he thinks he's a demigod or something like that, starts killing off some nuns and priests and some Catholic schoolgirls. Well, they actually have the Catholic school, the Super Pope, enlists a certain priest who fights for God, pretty much. He can don himself in this, knight outfit. It's pretty cool. He touches this collar and he turns into, a superhero type thing. He is tasked to kill the Easter Bunny, because this Easter Bunny is trying to pretty much take over the world now. So, yeah. This movie here, again, is bonkers. If you like that low budget, it's got puppets, it's got nudity, it's got gore, it's got a lot of fun, weird shit going on. This is a definitely must own. My friend Dave Parker is actually in this. He plays the coroner. And it's a funny, fun flick. I definitely recommend it. Especially if you like Dustin Mills films, you definitely need to pick this one up for sure. So yeah. Easter Casket. I love the tagline. It's gonna be a bad hair day. A little chocolate bunny. Yeah. And last, I decided to pick for my fourth Easter horror film is actually another low budget film. And this one actually has Dustin Mills in it too, and my friend Dave Parker in it. But it's not a Dustin film. So I guess I know they all work together on their films together, and this one is called Feaster Sunday. So with Feaster Sunday, you have pretty much this play during Easter time, and the guy who plays Jesus Christ is getting canned. They want to redo the play and everything, and they want to kick off the actor. Well, the actor goes ballistic and pretty much kills everybody. So now we fast forward to the present. This one, this gentleman, they call him Dr. Gideon, who's actually played by Dustin Mills. He is now the new director. He wants to rekindle the play. He wants to have it set off to, to have his start off his fandom, get going. Well, there's a curse behind this play. Certain people go missing, wind up dead. So, of course, at the meantime, he's getting interviewed by this weird, strange dude who's he's fascinated with puppets and he's fascinated with VHS and everything. So in the process, after the interview, he meets up with the lead actress, and he's actually went to high school with her, the camera guy. Forgot what his name was. I just watched it too. I'm horrible with names. Tess was the girl. I think it was named Eddie. Was it Eddie? Man, my eyes are going bad too. I apologize for this. But anyway, he's fascinated with her. He's got pictures of her, She just gets dumped by her boyfriend, who's now the leading role of Christ in this movie. He decides to take her out to his home to, show her around. Said, I like you and everything. Well, she finds his shrine pretty much. At first, she finds a ton of puppets, and she's like, what the hell is all this? He has his own puppet show. You could tell he's definitely a few cards short of a full deck, if you know what I mean. So she decides to run away. And before that, he stabs her in the neck with a pair of scissors. Well, he kills her. He tries to sew her up and everything, tries to fix his oops. Well, he decides to keep her, thinking, well, she's mine now. I can do whatever I want. So you're pretty much inside his head. Because during scenes she's talking again, it's pretty much in his psyche that she's talking to him and having the conversation. In the meantime, other people in this play are getting murdered by some dude in a papier-mâché rabbit hat face and being tormented, like leaving nasty grams, leaving, threats on the door. So that's all happening at once. And it's all tied in all together. There's a reason why this bum is being crazy and, threatening everybody. There's another reason why the guy who is crazy with his puppet show is tied in with the story. I don't want to give too much into it because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. This is another low independent horror film. It was pretty good. I like the storyline to it. It's got a cool psychological horror to it. It's not much of a slasher as much because there's a little bit of slashing, but it's more psychological than anything else. So I actually recommend checking Feaster Sunday. So yeah, guys, that's about probably 4 obscure Easter horror films not that many people know about. So I wanted to do a quick little review and show you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. What are your plans on watching on Easter? Are you watching any cool Easter horror films? Are you watching any of these that I decide to do a quick review on? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Stay safe, have a lot of chocolate, and be safe. Peace.